looking pretty gloomy this morning. All of a sudden it decided to rain and I can't just let the weather win today because I have to work. So I just got myself some coffee and my mother actually sent me breakfast, which is really cute. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. My mom actually got me chocolate. And this is what I'm most excited about though. She got me a bagel. Ooh, smoked beef and egg. Holy moly.
I knew I heard it from him that he loves summer dresses. That's so good. Like, I'm still blushing when I talk about it, but really chilly during the night, so I got this Nora Thunder jacket.
Hi! Oh my god, this is such a beautiful day. I did not expect this one at all, but this one I did expect. This is a very cute flower that I got myself, actually. And I got another one. This was definitely a surprise to me. And it has a really sweet message. I guess when you're young, you just believe there will be many people with whom you'll connect with. Later in life, you realize it only happens a few times. This is a quote from Before Sunset, and this is so beautiful and it's huge and it smells so good. And this little guy, oh my god, look how adorable this is. I'm probably gonna put this in my workstation as well, so my workstation is gonna be full with flowers today. I actually also just did my nails to match the Valentine theme. You know, I just love it. Maybe to some people this celebration might be silly, but I think it's always fun to celebrate Valentine's, you know, because I love love and I love taking care of other people, being taken care of. And this year I'm taking care of myself, and that's great. I'm actually on my lunch break. I just finished my bagel. I hope you're also getting lots of love today, taking good care of yourself. You know, you don't have to wait for people to get you chocolates or flowers or whatever. You can always get yourself one. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to work. Bye! So I just got some groceries delivered. I got soap and mouthwash, some tissues, chips because I love snacking on these. I also got bread and some macaroni snacks. Super delicious. And yeah, that's my little groceries haul, I guess. So I know this might be a little extra, but I just wanted to have dinner with you and like talk about stuff. And I just ordered a nice pasta over here, and I have put my flowers over here. I also have some prompts that I kind of want to go through with you. Not a lot because we probably don't have that much time. I don't want this to be too long, but this is kind of like a Valentine's special kind of thing. Let me dig in for a bit because I'm kind of hungry actually. So how's your day been? I hope you are feeling love today. Also, please bring along some food with you so we can eat together and go through the prompts together. Anyways, so the first prompt question, what makes you feel loved? I think for me personally, what makes me feel loved is its actions. I think that's the most important thing. Somebody could say a lot of things but never really do it. And also when this person makes time, because a lot of people can make excuses if you are not priority, you know, you would just know it. Like a lot of people would just cancel plans or like not show up, and that way you'll know. I really like spending time with the people I love, and quality time means a whole lot to me. So yeah. How about you? What makes you feel loved? The next question is, what is the quality that you admire the most in others? First and foremost, it's got to be kindness. Like, I love people who are just kind without any motives. and passion. I love it when people are passionate. You know that you have those few people in your life who are just so passionate in what they do. And whenever I talk to those people in my life and they just know what they want, I think that's something that I truly admire, and I always go like, tell me more, you know? It's just always so interesting and so fun. And another thing would be curiosity, I guess, or intelligence, one of those two. Yeah, I guess curiosity. I always love it when people are always willing to learn something new and like always curious about something. That just shows that they're not ignorant. Third thing that I want to do is I hope I make people feel blank when they are around me. Happy or at ease, comfortable. Yeah, I guess that's it. I really hope that people can find me easy to talk to and just be comfortable around me. The last one that I want to do is, how do you define self-love? I think self-love is making time for yourself. It's taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and putting yourself first. I think that's one of my biggest problems in the past few years. You know, I'm such a people pleaser. I like to make other people happy, even if that means I'm not. When I really love someone, like I could literally shred myself. I think I'm starting to learn that loving someone doesn't mean you have to lose yourself, you know, and not like break yourself apart for other people, because that's just not it, you know. Love is not supposed to be like that. If this other person truly loves you, they will know that you're hurting and wouldn't do that to you. And if the case is not with somebody that you can just cut ties with, I guess you always just have to remember that at the end of the day, like the only person that you've got is yourself, and you just have to put yourself first. Have to make sure that you are happy, feeling fulfilled even when you are alone. You know, by spending a lot of time with yourself, you will begin to know what you actually like, what you actually don't like. You know, have I actually been doing this just because this other person was doing it, because I love them so much and I want to do it with them? Things like that, you know. Like, you just have to figure yourself out, and when you have yourself figured out, then you can love other people the right way without having to hurt yourself. And yeah, whoa, that one's kind of hard. I'm still learning that too. You just have to take care of yourself. I think that's my message from today's Valentine's Day dinner. When you watch this, it's not Valentine's anymore, but you get the idea. I also got myself flowers today, and I just want to read you the card. Your 5 years ago self would have been proud of where you are and who you are right now. Kudos to you. Truly, I think my 5 years ago self wouldn't believe that I'd be living on my own at the age of 24, and that's great. It's been great. Yeah. Thank you so much for eating dinner with me. Tonight I just want to watch Euphoria because it's Euphoria Day. See ya!
My terminal brain is ready.
Good morning, back to work. I already did all of my morning routine, and I'm still with my flowers around me today. I have kind of like an important deadline today, so wish me luck. Oh, also one more thing. I finally finished reading Atomic Habits. It was so good. I'm gonna go deeper into the book review later, but I definitely want to write it down first in my journal, my thoughts on it, my key takeaways from the book, and my ratings and all that stuff. You know, so I want to let it all out in the book first, and then I'll talk to you. So I'll be a little bit more structured. Now let's get cracking. It's lunchtime. So this is what I'm eating for lunch today. Nothing is real. A very yummy lunch.
4:30. Yeah, alright, so what happened? It'd be weird if that situation presented itself tonight. Decide where we, you know.
just get right into it. This was a very, very good book. Like, I definitely give it a 5 out of 5. This would be useful to anyone, literally. I highlighted the shit out of this book. Anyway, so there was this other book by Charles Duhigg. I've read this before, and it wasn't as easy to read as this one, and the steps that he gave was very, very applicable, very easy to understand. Just really actionable items in this book. Okay, so now let me share with you some of the key takeaways that I got. The most important part from this book is actually these things. It's when you want to keep a good habit, you need to make it obvious, you need to make it attractive, you need to make it easy, and you need to make it satisfying. Because if you want a habit to stick, you have to make it rewarding for yourself, because as humans we tend to repeat something that we get rewarded for, you know, because we like that feeling of validation and like feels like you're doing something great. For the bad habits, to quit the bad habits, you need to make it invisible, unattractive, hard, unsatisfying. And some things that I find really interesting and helpful is that you need to find habits that favor you. You know, you don't have to like force yourself to build habits that just aren't for you, that just doesn't align with your personality. You need to ask these questions. What feels like fun to me but work to others? What makes me lose track of time? Where do I get greater returns than the average person? What comes naturally to me? Like, I guess maybe for me, what feels like fun to me but work to others? Maybe cleaning my room, because I hate looking at mess. So that habit comes naturally to me. And James Clear also said that self-awareness is key. So like what I just told you, you know, I hate mess. Because I know that I hate mess, I kept this habit. There are also some great points here about self-awareness. One of it being, avoid making any single aspect of your identity an overwhelming part of who you are. What he said was that you need to be flexible with your identity because life is constantly changing, so you need to periodically check in to see if your old habits and beliefs are still serving you. This doesn't only apply to like keeping a habit or stopping a bad habit, but also just in life in general, because we need to keep learning and unlearning a lot of things in this life. And I think that was beautiful, you know. And the last thing that I also liked, he said that genes do not determine your destiny, they determine your areas of opportunity. He also like gave a really good example in this book, but the whole point is I think that I just love this book and I would recommend you read it. My next read is gonna be My Body by Emily Ratajkowski, because a lot of people said that it's so good, but it's not here yet. And yeah, that was my book review. I'm gonna go back to work now. Bye!